Vision Hunt Decree.
The Vision Hunt Decree. Did something bad happen again?
Huh. Looks like Timaeus isn't here today. Customers? Oh, pardon me. Are you looking for Timaeus? No. Just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here. I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help. Actually, I'm not very good at this kind of thing. My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book. Over there. Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we? Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror? I've heard so many stories. What do you mean, research? Sorry, don't mind me. What am I still? There's that name again, Albedo. Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt? Apologies, but Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher? Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems. Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal! Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face. I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring... Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out. I don't see why not. Albedo and Timaeus... I'm afraid you'll have to... Sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best. Hey, stop worrying. We got this. Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are like? So here you are. Choir practice.
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got...
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that...
Hopes? That's odd, 'cause I don't recall it...
I mean, sure.
But what? This far out...
Huh? Well,
Don't fret, nope, but if you dally any...
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
I thought I heard something.
We'd better watch out.
Oh, really?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon...
And as for this the honorary otherwise...
What? Did the sister...
We can't go turn... Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, many people have made their...
So...
No, This is just a professional habit of mine. I couldn't care what you think.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment.
I will end you. Let's end this quickly. Take cover.
One with my blade, from whence you came.
That must counterattack.
Thunderclap!
Yes. This is it.
Rain outlines your fate. Time to act.
Hurry up. Feels close.
Rain cutter.
Swift and merciful. Spirit blade. Attack!
Shouldn't get careless. That seemed to work.
One with my blade.
Who's this? First.
No, my sword.
That seemed to work. I must counterattack. The loneliness of death.
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Take this!
scratch. A touch of frost from whence you came.
No, my sword!
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first!
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gua.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been ashamed to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly churls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow!
You can find these hilly... But take a look at... in the cyclical eye.
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, You must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct? Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa, you want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here this time?
It's possible. Time for a change up.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Time to act.
Has a question.
I don't know. Using alchem after awaken. Still.
No! Paimon's got a brain!
Wow.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy-related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was how you're able to freely manipulate element. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature. Fascinating.
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing!
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible oh, but that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through. No, that...
Hey!
In that case, given that there's clearly a discrepancy in the research, firstly, let me lure a few...
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation. Naturally,
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
No, my sword! Take this! Thunderclap!
Spirit Blade! Attack! From whence you came! The scourge of evil remains.
Outlines your fate. Rain Cutter! No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate.
I'll protect us. Ready, steady, go!
Body and mind. Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my soul. I let my guard down. Time to act. Rain cutter.
Let the show begin. Come on, we can do it.
Know my sword. Let me weave you a verse. Body and mind. Not good. Know my sword. Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation... Now that we know that the external...
Internal flow?
It's very simple. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events,
And in the abnormal course of events?
if anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary... Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, it's a type of... I'll take you to my... All going to...
Paimon, let's keep our...
Take this!
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Lightning flash!
Swift and merciful.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way. This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here.
The report is...
Whoa!
I think the most rational direction would be to expound... Following this line of thought?
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slime...
Tasty? You've got a funny look. You said you tried.
Oh, this potion but if the...
So you knew.
It was my own concoction, of course. But of course, in conclusion...
Aw,
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar. The good thing about people are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another when you're sick. But a peculiar, for example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an eye of the storm. Have I explained it clearly enough? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my
You can...
Is he trying? What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit? Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to... prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Not to worry. Well, on with there may be significant take to that, but worlds may well... So, I think answering this question calls for the same methodology. No. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how...
That was your best... have you tried using your I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. Anyway...
Cooking?
Not only is this...
That does sound yummy, though. Okay,
I'll leave you to it then. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental
That
power
was fast.
into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
That was fat. Unless...
We just didn't know
Not to worry. And here's your...
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying.
I can tell that... Not that
Hey! But you do. And you're right!
yes. There are all I managed to
Paimon's barely.
Don't worry if you can't look. If you had, I must have...
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh, yeah! This must be electrohypostasis powder! The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be
Goodness. You managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering... This element...
Yep! Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is only a never...
You mean, we failed to get...
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. I have to commend your deduction. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical... Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, so what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face? I know of a location that will...
Still in one piece! Good thing the vial's so strong! You want us to jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended.
The opposite side of the lake.
Without limitation, some of us would be... no matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. Then if you would, please.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The data shows that you're easily...
But you follow...
Me? If it turns out that if the natural laws of the
But how does this...
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it. I may be about to make gold. The essence of... I'm willing to pour all these things...
Oh, so that...
Precisely.
So after all these...
Of course not. Now, follow me. I imagine you must have encountered more... I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test. I'd like you to There are two... As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. A tried and tested... So, let's see you in... It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution. Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Take this!
No, my sword! Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
Bellowing thunder!
A touch of frost.
Lightning slash!
No, my sword! Rain cutter! Body and mind.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out. Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, there's still a lot. Let me make a copy first.
Seems like if you...
I've truly gained a... Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward, unless you can think...
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced. I most certainly did not. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders, I'd sooner believe...
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even...
It doesn't matter what you... I'm only concerned with...
No way!
With an alchemist of... In any case...
So... what are you gonna do?
I've investigated...
But we...
But for insurance Now then, which is what I was...
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you...
You couldn't tell that just by... We spent all day work...
Please, Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to... The only other... But... Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, is not nurturing of...
Aww. Paimon thought...
Life is a manifold A short life can be well lived. So, do you understand what I meant?
Huh? Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make I mean that in the future, if the need arises, well... I made a point throughout, but what was that said? Those born of... If one... Can I rely on...
Hey! Let's go see Timaeus! Paimon has a favor to ask him! It'd be great and Albedo too, but they seem really busy lately.
Great. Weather for practicing martial arts.
Anyway, let's go see! Hey, Tomate! Is that Albedo? Why is he leaving?
Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello, you two. It's been a long time.
Were you having a really serious discussion right now or something?
Just a regular
So he didn't look Yeah,
Upset. Uh-oh. I wonder if Timaeus' research...
Surely not. It's not that boring, is it?
Nah. Anyway, Paimon wanted to ask you for a favor,
A favor?
Well, Paimon was thinking maybe you could make a device that you put fruits in.
Oh.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Whoa. You're...
Well, as you... Alchemists usually focus in on their own research areas. Take us, for example. Timaeus, Albedo, and I all have very different research. Paimon, I don't think even Albedo can make such an incredible...
Huh? Well, excuse...
In fact, before Albedo showed up, everyone in Mondstadt thought alchemy was useless. Of course, we know better now. But even then, I have to admit, alchemy is...
Paimon just wanted some fruit juice!
Oh, of course, these are just Timaeus' and my subjective opinions on the matter. If you're really intent on pursuing this wondrous device, you can try your luck asking Albedo. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If he has no idea...
He won't. Albedo is not that kind of person.
Hey, so where is Albedo heading to anyway?
Unless he specifically says...
Then let's go to Dragon's...
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
Come take a look.